Alright, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Baek Battles. We are with my Worlds team, once again, the team I did bring to the Pokemon World Championship for day 1, and we have our team of Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Arcanine, Metagross, Tapu Fini, and Tapu Bulu. I still think this team is decently strong, and I've been playing a little bit off camera as well on Battlespot and PS, so let's see if we can pick up some wins. I don't remember if we actually hit 1700 in the last episode, but I did lose the game I played earlier, so now I'm down to 1684. I don't think I was 1700. I think I was like a little below. But Justin from the United States of Ohio with a 1665 rating will be our first opponent of the day. Oh, this is kind of an interesting team. I kind of like it too. Mandibuzz, Marowak, Tapu Fini, Buzzwole, Kartana, and Mimikyu. I actually really like this team, not gonna lie. The only thing I really am unsure about is the Mimikyu, to be honest. But I do love like everything else about this team. I think this team is actually pretty cool. So what do I want to do against this team is the question. I do have Soak. Like Soak can do a lot of work, but that Buzzwole is kind of annoying. I think I do have to bring the Soak mode because it's my only way of beating the Mandibuzz efficiently. So this is going to be a hard game. I also don't know what Z move my opponent could run. It might be Buzzwole, Kartana, could be Mimikyu as well. Probably going to be Mimikyu, I would assume. I think I want to go Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu as the lead. I don't see Buzzwole leading, to be honest, on my opponent's side of the field. And if he leads Buzzwole, I could always switch on to like Arcanine and Metagross combination. So I think these are the Pokemon that I want to bring as the lead, because I'm just very comfortable with them in unknown situations, especially since like if my opponent leads Mandibuzz turn 1, I could potentially just blow it away before he gets a Tailwind up. Of course, I actually did play a Mandibuzz at Worlds. It was on stream, and that Mandibuzz was actually extremely fast. The fact that it's able to outspeed my Tapu Bulu is kind of insane, because I have a decent amount of investment. So we're going to see, looks like it's going to be the Mandibuzz and the Tapu Fini, as I will lead my Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu. It looks like his Tapu Fini is slow. I want to say that. Misty Seed's going to activate for the Mandibuzz. Doesn't really change anything here. Yeah, that Tapu Fini is actually pretty slow. So, ooh, there are a few plays I could make that could make this game interesting. One, I could soak Bloom Doom here, which is pretty obvious, and I think it's my best play because nothing really wants to switch in from the Mandibuzz slot. Two, I could just swagger my own Tapu Bulu and go for a potential Horn Leech or onto the Tapu Fini, which is definitely a potential play. I think I want to just soak and try to KO the Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz don't usually run Protect, so I could probably just pick up a KO here, and Tapu Fini might Protect. Yep. Or I would think maybe try switch out to maybe Buzzwole to gain some momentum. But now, here we go. Even though it's not in grassy terrain, I mean, this is Tapu Bulu's Z move. I mean, it is a pretty strong Z move. And yeah, this is one of the slower Mandibuzzes. So I'm probably going to be able to just KO it before it even gets the Tailwind off. So this will be pretty huge for me because Mandibuzz is a very annoying Pokemon for Metagross. And having that Pokemon out of the way is fantastic. Metagross is looking so much better in this game right now. As a Bloom Doom is going to come out. Wow, it's noisy. I can hear like eruptions. But anyway, Bloom Doom is going to come out. Yep, knock out the Mandibuzz. And that's what I like. It's just able to KO these slower, bulkier Pokemon that don't do as much damage. But the fact that they usually tend to rely on setup. And most Tapu Fini on Mandibuzz teams run Calm Mind. So I wasn't really that worried. Mimikyu is going to come out, which is a bit interesting. Definitely a bit interesting. I kind of want to just swagger Heal Pulse here. Z Destiny Bond could happen. I could definitely see that. I don't know if Z Destiny... Well, Z Destiny Bond is like a follow me. What if I accidentally swagger this Mimikyu? Wouldn't that be bad? I do have Arcanine, which is okay, though. I think I just want to swagger and Horn Leech here, to be honest. I could Moonblast Horn Leech, but... Or Woodhammer, but I just think this might be the better play. As wow, I'm able to get a swagger off. This is actually the first time I've ever swaggered my Tapu Bulu in Misty Terrain. I usually use swagger on Metagross or Garchomp, but in this case I'm able to knock out the Tapu Fini. I have a +2 Tapu Bulu out on the field. Let's go. Let's go. Goodbye Tapu Fini. Goodbye. As Play Rough is going to come out. That's not going to do too much. You're targeted by Tapu Fini. Look at that damage. How pathetic. Attack drop. I don't care. Like, that was probably the perfect 2 turns I could have ever asked for. Marowak is going to come out. Oh, boy, you do not want this. You do not want to catch these hands. Although I could actually lose to Marowak potentially. Yeah, I don't think I can. I'm just going to Moonblast would hammer the Mimikyu, I think, and prevent a Trick Room from going up. Unless it's Sash Mimikyu, but I'm not really that worried about it. And yeah, Marowak is probably forced to protect here, because if you lose Marowak, you lose the game. So I don't think my opponent had any room to really predict this. So I'm just going to go for the Moonblast here. We'll target down the Mimikyu. And let's go Tapu Bulu. Show off your +2. Get this Wood Hammer off. You're not in grassy terrain, I know, and this is probably a bulky Mimikyu since it's pretty slow. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Here's a nice 4-0. Oh man, 4 turns and the game is done. And as you can see, this is why I love this team. You can just beat some of the slower modes, and usually at Worlds you usually tend to see like strategies that are slower, kind of more Trick Room oriented, bulky. But right now, yeah, this is why I kind of thought this might have been a decent day 1 call, because there are a lot of players who just, usually at Worlds, a lot of bulk is usually intended. You know, we've seen like in the past, Cresselia, Bronzong just doing well at Worlds previously, Intimidate everywhere, which is why I think this mode can be really good, because it can break through teams, even teams that have Intimidate, just pretty quickly if the cards are played right. So we end up taking a very fast win. I think that was only about 5 minutes of a game. But yeah, as we find our second opponent from Colombia with a 16 rating, I believe. Ooh, okay, this is a bit scary. Tapu Koko, Mimikyu, Arcanine, Gyarados, Garchomp, Snorlax. What's up, man? I could soak here, yet I don't know, could be Scarf Garchomp. I could definitely see Scarf Garchomp on this team, so that could be a bit troublesome. I do like Arcanine as a lead. Like, Arcanine is just very solid against this team. How do I want to handle this? Garchomp's actually not that bad either, but I don't think Garchomp's really to play. It really doesn't do too much. I could just Volt Switch around this team, which is also not bad, but I think I need to lead Arcanine Metagross here with Tapu Fini and Tapu Bulu in the back, because I definitely need something for that Snorlax. I don't like this matchup. I don't like this matchup. Oh, I just realized Mimikyu lacks. I just realized, I don't know why I didn't catch on. Like, I knew there was a Mimikyu on the team, and then I saw the Snorlax, but I didn't kind of put those two mons together. So, that Garchomp, man. Like, the only thing on this team I'm really scared of is that Garchomp, and potentially the Tapu Koko, because Tapu Koko could be quite a big of a threat. I'm really worried about the Garchomp though. If it's Scarf set, that's a lot easier to handle. If it's the Swords Dance Tectonic Rage set, that's a lot scarier to handle. I would imagine the Z moves on Gyarados, because Gyarados usually runs a Z move, and could be Mimikyu, could be Z's Destiny Bond, could also be like a Mental Herb. So let's lead Arcanine and Metagross here. Against what are we dealing with? Garchomp, Gyarados. Okay. Could be Assault Vest too. Yeah, I could definitely see this being Assault Vest on the Garchomp, because in the past we have seen. Do I want to risk that though? Like, I've definitely seen teams in the past running. Like, this kind of reminds me of Chris Kahn's team. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Chris Kahn's teams from World. So I feel like it might be actually Scarf Garchomp. If I want to make that play, Tapu Bulu might be my play. I don't know if he would stay in the Earthquake, but it's definitely potential. So I think I want to go Tapu Bulu here, and I think I just want to Zen Headbutt the Gyarados for damage. If it's Tectonic Rage, I'll be able to live 1, but if he double targets, that's not good. That's definitely not good. So Tapu Bulu is going to come out, which is going to bring up the Grassy Terrain, which is pretty bad for me actually, depending on like the Tapu Koko in the back, because the Tapu Koko is able to come out for free. That's pretty bad. Oh, very solid play. Maybe I should have went to Tapu Fini. So I take a Poison Jab, which is not ideal, and gonna see the Dragon Dance here, and that's, I would assume Scarf Garchomp, because not many Garchomps run Poison Jab without being Scarf anymore. So I'll be able to get a Zen Headbutt off into the Gyarados, which, okay, so I do get the Zen Headbutt to Gyarados, but that did nothing. I'm guessing the last two would be Arcanine combined with Snorlax. Yeah, I would assume that. So I don't know if Garchomp, I would imagine Garchomp switching out here. He could go for a Poison Jab, but I don't see the point. He might try to Waterfall my Tapu Bulu, predicting the Arcanine switching instead. So what I want to do actually is just double up the Gyarados here with Horn Leech and Zen Headbutt, and I think I am going to make that play. I definitely think making that play is fine here. I don't think it's the worst play possible, although right now Tapu Koko is looking very scary here. As yeah, Garchomp's going to withdraw, which I kind of anticipated, so Arcanine's going to come out, which is okay. It's definitely fine by me, as I'll be able to, unless Gyarados protected here, but I don't see the reason Gyarados protecting. I think you go for a Waterfall, anticipating an Arcanine switching, or the Z move coming out, which is going to be Supersonic Sky Strike into Tapu Bulu, anticipating to protect. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. That's going to be a bit annoying though. Supersonic Sky Strike going to come out. That's going to KO my Tapu Bulu here, and that's not good because Tapu Koko in the back is looking very scary now. I do get a Zen Headbutt though into the Gyarados, which should just put it in Bullet Punch range, but that's not solid. Zen Headbutt does connect at least, so I do have something positive here, as that is not going to KO the Gyarados, but I do have my own Arcanine as a switch in here, and I kind of actually imagined the Arcanine switching out back into Garchomp. So I think I want to just Bullet Punch and Will-O-Wisp. I think that's a safe play, because I would imagine you want Garchomp in, especially since I think you want to reset your Arcanine with the Intimidate and all. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch here the Gyarados and go for a Will-O-Wisp here. I think it's the most solid play I can make right here. I don't like my earlier plays though. I honestly thought he was just going to Waterfall the Arcanine, anticipating the switch to my Arcanine directly. If I just switched out into Tapu Bulu and Arcanine, I think it would have been a lot better, because I would have had my Tapu Bulu alive first, and yeah. So Gyarados is actually going to withdraw. Is that the... Oh wow, Garchomp's going to switch out for that side. Not what I was anticipating at all. And Arcanine doesn't protect. Okay, so my opponent read me there. Bullet Punch is going to come out, but not really do much to the Garchomp. Yeah, that didn't do anything. That really didn't do anything. As we do Will-O-Wisp into the Arcanine slot, we are faster, and Roar is actually going to come out, probably anticipating the Bolos combination. Yeah, I could have just Zen Headbutt that slot. Okay. Tapu Fini is going to come out, which is pretty bad because now it gets rid of my terrain, and he can just go into Gyarados pretty freely. That's not good at all. What's my play here? I could protect Moonblast. Like, no matter what, I think I'm gonna lose to Garchomp in the end game. I think I Moonblast the Arcanine, anticipating the Gyarados, so he can't spam Earthquake. And yeah, he does go into Gyarados here, so that's fine. So Gyarados is gonna come out, and I just get a Moonblast off, so that's able to get rid of this Gyarados. So now he can spam Earthquake freely if he wants to. And, you know, we're going to get Arcanine protecting here. Let's see what my opponent's going to go for. It's just going to be the Earthquake. So I'm kind of fine with that. Of course, I would have liked a Moonblast probably better, because maybe it just puts both his Pokemon range of Bullet Punch. But I'd rather get rid of the Gyarados, because now he has to play a bit more around the my Metagross. Because of the fact he can't Earthquake. Now he can't freely spam Earthquake. He has to probably protect here. So Arcanine's probably coming out. I can Heal Pulse my own Metagross, which I definitely think is the play. Okay, I have to think. I can definitely still win, but these next two turns are going to be annoying. Oh, it's Tapu Koko coming in. That means you're definitely switching out. You're definitely switching out here. You have to be switching out. There's no way. I'm gonna bulldoze here and go for a... I definitely bulldoze here. I go for... I guess Moonblast. Well, I'm pretty sure Tapu Fini is gonna go down anyway. He might go for Gigavolt Havoc though, which could be a mistake potentially. So I'm just gonna Moonblast Tapu Koko and bulldoze. Yeah, Garchomp's going to switch out. I would assume Arcanine's coming back in. Yep. And Thunderbolt, or maybe Gigavolt Havoc's going to come out here. If you wait... Oh, wait, he can't Gigavolt Havoc. Yeah, he can't Gigavolt Havoc. I just realized. He can't Gigavolt Havoc. He's just going to Volt Switch. Okay. Does this KO Tapu Fini? Yes. Okay. That's not good. I'm pretty sure I just lose now. Oh, it's Life Orb Tapu Koko. Which makes sense. I saw it was Z move Gyarados, but I thought it might have been double Z. Garchomp gonna come out. I don't think I can do anything though. Bulldoze does come out. There's one play I think I can make, and it's... There are two plays you can make. Protect Earthquake. I could see Protect Earthquake. I can see Rock Slide, Flare Blitz, which I kind of think is actually decently likely. So you know what? I'm actually just... I think I have to make one of those 50-50 rights. And even if he just spams Earthquake, I don't think Meteor Mash into Bullet Punch KOs, and I still think I would lose the game anyway. So I have to go on a choke here that he goes for like a Rock Slide over a Earthquake. As my Arcanine's faster than his Garchomp. Is that Assault Vest? It might be Assault Vest to Garchomp in this case. So I might have been just able to Will-O-Wisp the Garchomp, which actually might have been able to win the game. And his Arcanine is faster than my Metagross? That's either Jolly or Scarf. What? Fire Fang. Wait. That has to be Scarf Arcanine. That has to be Scarf Arcanine. Or that's like a random fast Arcanine and slow Garchomp. Yeah, but it's a good game to my opponent. I can't win. So there were probably a few things that I could have done better. I guess maybe just switching to Tapu Bulu was a bit too obvious, so maybe I should have just went into my... Or maybe, I don't know how the Scarf mechanic works, but I'm pretty sure it should have still been faster than Arcanine after one Bulldoze. But maybe I should have just switched out. Switching into Tapu Bulu I think was a mistake, especially since I let my opponent kind of predict that easily, and going out to Tapu Fini was probably a safer play anyway. Like sure, like Grassy Terrain does reduce Earthquake if he does go for it, but I think Tapu Bulu was kind of an easy play there, so maybe I shouldn't have just done that. Maybe I should have actually anticipated the Poison Jab and just went for a Will-O-Wisp with my Arcanine turn 1, because if I just burned the Gyarados or the Garchomp turn 1, I think that would have been a better play. So there were a bunch of things I could do to reflect on that game. Yeah, I'm still confused about the Arcanine and Garchomp though. If that was Scarf Arcanine, I don't know. Did it protect, or did we ever see Arcanine? No, I don't think so. But I could have definitely played, I think, my Tapu Bulu better. I think preserving Tapu Bulu might have been the play, because Tapu Bulu just had a huge role there with Grassy Terrain, and the fact it was able to KO Tapu Koko, Garchomp, and potentially that Gyarados. So, and I think one of the misplays I did was just trying to hard read the Waterfall into Tapu Bulu slot, anticipating the Arcanine switching. I wasn't expecting Z move there. Probably just my opponent expecting Protect there. I definitely anticipated the Garchomp right, but I didn't anticipate the Gyarados right, which was kind of a mistake because I did forget about the possibility of Supersonic Sky Strike. But alright, we are back. So if you can't tell, I am in a different location. I'm actually at my house right now. I pre-recorded at the earlier parts of this video a few days ago, but I didn't exactly have any time to actually record and finish the video. So I'm at my house now, and obviously you can tell I don't have my green screen on. Because that room that I usually record in is being renovated. So the fact is I'm going to be recording in probably just different rooms of my house, to be honest, depending on where my family is. So let's just get started. And you can tell my rating has changed because in between days I was just playing online just for fun, trying to get to the 1700s if possible, and then yeah, that didn't go so well. I got very frustrated and unlucky throughout a lot of the games I played, so just reset my rating. I ended up going 8-0. I tried recording this earlier, and then I just DC'd. Great way to be welcomed home. But yeah, if anyone's wondering, I'm probably not going to be using a green screen for a while, just because it'd be awkward to have like some videos with green screens and some videos won't. And of course I will be pre-recording a few episodes from my house because it is easier since I am back in my home for Labor Day weekend, so hopefully it can go well. Of course I do have my Elgato green screen, which actually came in like right before I got back from Worlds, but I don't want to really set that up because, as I said, I think it'd be kind of awkward setting up a green screen for some videos and not others. So we'll see. Maybe if I get a single next year, I will be able to use the green screen once again, but that's all for another time. Right now, let's just play some games. I believe this is our third battle, and of course we can't find someone. My luck is not being that great this weekend, so I think I'm just gonna cut till we find another battle. Okay, we found someone. Flex Dio from Italy with a 1530 rating. Don't know. I might know who this person is, I might not, but we're gonna see the team of Mimikyu, Snorlax, Porygon 2, Rockwanid, Ninetales, and Muk. So this is going to be a bit interesting. My opponent doesn't exactly have the best answers to Metagross, but I don't know, ever since Wolf UC, Shadow Ball, Never Ending Nightmare, Mimikyu, it is something that kind of crossed my mind, and I can definitely see it on this team. So, how do I want to go by this? I could lead, I don't know, like Arcanine plus my... Arcanine plus Metagross seems very solid. I could also just lead Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu, which I think is very solid, because I don't really see Ninetales leading. I mean, Ninetales is pretty good against my team, not gonna lie. It is pretty good for like Garchomp and Bulu, but doesn't really do much against the rest of my team other than getting up a Roar Veil. I could definitely see like just Mimikyu lead. I think Mimikyu is very solid as a lead, and which is kind of the reason why I'm thinking Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini here, because I could soak, maybe KO the Mimikyu turn one with Bloom Doom, which is kind of what I'm hoping I'm able to do here. And Metagross is great in the back as a sweeper, as well as Arcanine. So I'm gonna go with these four. Things I'm gonna have to be careful about in this game is the Mimikyu. Like Z Destiny Bond is definitely very scary, because if my opponent gets the Z Destiny Bond turn one, that is huge. That really is huge. So I'm gonna have to play around the Z Destiny Bond as well as play around the Snorlax at the same time. Especially, I don't expect Ninetales to be brought here in this matchup, to be honest, because I think you would go Mimikyu Snorlax with like, I don't know, maybe Muk. Yeah. So you go Mimikyu Snorlax here. I could see Z Destiny Bond here. I could see Trick Room. I could see Will-O-Wisp. I'm hoping he doesn't go for Belly Drum right away, but to be honest, I think that's very risky, because with this combination, you might expect to soak plus the grass type attack here. So I could see Snorlax going for Protect and Mimikyu maybe going for a Trick Room. I could see Z Destiny Bond coming out as well. I think I'm just going to break the disguise and go for sub, because it does seem like my best play possible, because I think Snorlax might be one of those variants that carries Protect here, and I could see Mimikyu maybe going for Trick Room. We're going to see Woodhammer in grassy terrain. That doesn't KO my Fini, actually. Wow. I'm actually immensely shocked by that. I am immensely shocked. But that's good, because now I'll be able to get rid of this Mimikyu's disguise. Why? Why do you have Woodhammer? Oh, wait. Is this the team that I think it is? Like the South Korean person who got top 16 in Nats and got into day 2 at Worlds was using like Snorlaxium Z or something. Oh, I think it is this person. This is Giga Impact, and yeah, this Snorlax's signature Z move. Oh, I should have recognized the team earlier. I don't remember the Muk though. I knew it had a Rockwanid P2. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Isn't that Banded too? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Banded Mimikyu. Hopefully this Pulverizing Pancake into the sub. Okay, that's perfect. I do not mind this. I really don't mind this. Okay. With that, he wastes his Z moves, and I have Grassy Terrain up, so I'm healing quite a bit of health. Right here, I feel like I could just easily go into Arcanine plus my Metagross and start doing damage. Since this is Banded Mimikyu, I broke its disguise and it's already taking chip damage. I can probably knock it out with Bullet Punch. And Metagross, again, just kind of destroys his team. He doesn't really have an Arcanine. I don't remember what kind of set this Snorlax is, but I feel like very solid about my position. I'll just go into Arcanine for Tapu Fini and go out into Metagross here. The problem is I have weakened my Tapu Fini, which I don't really like, but I think we're okay. Muk is going to come out, which is okay here too. I would have loved to just soak Bloom Doom right there, but I think this is perfectly fine, because I get Arcanine in that's just able to probably just click Bulldoze here. I'm not sure Weakness Policy actually activates the thing though, but I could just Wisp. I think Wisp is fine. Like, going for a Wisp into Muk doesn't seem like a bad idea. Metagross is going to come out. Let's see if my opponent predicts this or goes for like Giga Impact into something. No, it's just going to go for the Wall Charge, which is fine, because that's not going to do too much. And I could probably just start burning things. Like, I don't really see any reason why I can't just go for like a Will-O-Wisp into the Muck and maybe just a Meteor Mash into the Snorlax. Just get a bit of chip damage. I could go for Bulldoze plus Meteor Mash but I'm not exactly sure that knocks out Muck. And I'd rather get some damage off into the Snorlax. I could also protect Metagross, but I'm not sure if he's going to knock off my Metagross or go straight for my Arcanine. I mean, both of them are really big threats to my opponent's team. So, Muck is going to get burned, which is really nice. Meteor Mash will connect with the Snorlax, which should put in range of +2 Meteor Mash. Yeah, that definitely should. High Horsepower is going to come out. And into Arcanine. That's fast. That's a fast Snorlax. Yeah, that's faster than the Muck, who goes for the knockoff here, and that really doesn't do anything, and that's going to activate my weakness policy. So this is probably the best possible turn. Muck is -1 and burned and can't really do anything. Plus, it's already activated my weakness policy, so I think it's even doing less damage now. And here, the Snorlax doesn't have a berry, so I could just go for a Meteor Mash and a Flare Blitz into that slot no matter what, and probably just pick up a KO. And this Muck, again, it's not doing anything to my Metagross. I still have the Grassy Terrain, which is recovering every turn, and the fact that I have Heal Pulse on Tapu Fini, which makes this a lot easier in my favor. So I'll just go for a double attack into Snorlax. I don't care if he protects. Muck is not a threat. Snorlax is going to protect, probably just to gain a bit of Grassy Terrain recovery. But again, I do not mind, like, this Muck really isn't doing damage. It could knock off my berry, which would be a bit unfortunate, but I don't think I really need my berry on... Oh, Flamethrower. That actually does change a lot. It still doesn't really do too much. I might want to get Tapu Fini in soon, but right here... I do love my Grassy Terrain recovery. Let's see. I could double up into the Snorlax, which wouldn't be that bad. I think I could just Meteor Mash. I don't think Meteor Mash picks up the KO at +2. So I'm just gonna Flare Blitz the Snorlax right here, I think, and I'm just gonna protect my Metagross. Yeah, I think this is a fair play because then I'm gonna try to get Tapu Fini in if possible, and just I'm gonna weaken the Snorlax, because if I weaken the Snorlax, it helps a lot because it will put in the range of the +2 Meteor Mash. I can get Tapu Fini in and start going for the Heal Pulse into my Metagross, as I'm pretty sure that's Thick Fat. Yeah, which makes sense. Big Impact is going to come out, which is actually a lot helpful because I don't care if Arcanine goes down because I get the free switch into Tapu Fini, which I was going to do anyway, so I do not mind that at all. As Flamethrower is going to come out. Now I can get my +2 Metagross in with my Heal Pulse Tapu Fini and just heal up all this damage that I'm taking with my Metagross. So I do not mind, which is why I would rather have got Tapu Fini in than having, let's say, me missing Meteor Mash, the Snorlax going for high horsepower, and the Flamethrower and something really bad is happening. Plus I get Tapu Fini in, which prevents Muck from getting a possible Flamethrower burn. So I'm definitely happy about this turn. I probably can have asked for a better turn. However, the back Pokemon is still kind of very scary for me, as I don't know what could be. But right here, I think I could Swagger myself. I could Heal Pulse myself, which is also pretty handy. I could also Soak myself, because if I Soak my Metagross, I don't take much damage from the Muck. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options. I think Swagger is the play here, because I don't have to Heal Pulse right away, or at least not yet. And I can just Meteor Mash the Snorlax. I could Meteor Mash the Snorlax the following turn, but again, Muck isn't really doing anything against me. So I will just Swagger my Metagross, and now I am +4, and this is going to be doing a lot of damage no matter what. Or maybe I should have Soaked, because now I could be in range of a Choice Band and Shadow Sneak, which maybe I should have anticipated. Flamethrower is going to come out. Yeah, I think I should have definitely Heal Pulsed. I don't remember if this had Shadow Sneak or not on the Mimikyu. Although I'm not sure Shadow Sneak. Let's see. Wood Hammer, Play Rough, Shadow Claw. I think it might be Shadow Sneak. Maybe I should just Heal Pulsed. I think that was a mistake on my part. That might have been a mistake on my part, definitely. But Ninetales is going to come out, which is excellent for me, because I get to fire off a Moonblast, and... Or I could just Heal Pulse. I don't think Ninetales has anything that can actually touch my Metagross. Yeah, and I'd rather get Metagross healthy, so I'm just going to Heal Pulse and Bullet Punch. I don't know if he's trying to get Aurora Veil up or something. Maybe he has Encore. Well, even if he has Encore, I don't see the point of going for Encore here. So... And I can't get Frozen, which is very fortunate. I don't think Hidden Power will knock out Metagross unless it's boosted, so Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in a fine position. I'm pretty sure I live hidden power anyway, like if it's hidden power fire or ground for some reason, and then I can just heal post my Metagross. So I guess the problem is if Freeze Strike can KO Tapu Fini, which I kind of doubt since I am a calm Tapu Fini. Let's just see here. Muck is going to protect, which is fine. I don't care if you get a Roar Veil up, because if I heal pulse, everything is good. Bullet Punch is going to come out. I don't remember this is Sash, but it's probably Sash on Ninetales, I would assume. Yep. And that means he definitely won't be able to KO my Metagross. Aurora Veil is going to be set up, which is fine by me because I'm pretty sure Metagross will still destroy the rest of your team because I get to heal pulse now. I love this. I love this. And I could probably just soak the Metagross right here just because soaking the Metagross I think is good because now I won't be taking damage from Flamethrower and I won't be super effective from Shadow Sneak. So, or I won't be taking super effective damage from Shadow Sneak. So either way, this is looking really good. And with the +4 that I have on Metagross, I should be able to knock out a very, very unbulky Mimikyu, which I'm pretty sure my opponent has since it's probably banded, I would assume. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch and Soak. Did I Soak or did I Swagger? I hope I clicked Soak. I might have clicked the wrong move. But, I don't know. I don't really see many ways my opponent can get out of this right now anyway. As Muck is actually going to withdraw to reset the Intimidate, it looks like. Mimikyu is going to come out, but I think that's still fine for me no matter what. As Bullet Punch will come out, target down this Ninetales, and Ninetales will go down. So Ninetales is out of the picture, which is really good for my team, because now I don't have to worry about Blizzard spam from the... Yeah, okay, I did click Soak. Great. And what this Soak allows me to do is allow my Metagross to probably just win this game straight out. Shadow Sneak is definitely not going to KO. Bullet Punch is definitely going to KO the Mimikyu. I don't care if you have a Roar Veil up. I'm +4. I might not be stabbed, but you have already taken a lot of damage from earlier from the recoil of Wood Hammer. And the Muck should come out, and I can just heal pulse my Metagross. And I do believe that the Mimikyu can't protect here, so I can just Bullet Punch here. And I can definitely just heal pulse, and that should be a good game. I could also just soak the Muck, because soaking the Muck... Actually, yeah, soak the Muck so that Tapu Bulu can win the game in the end. So I'll just Bullet Punch the Mimikyu because Shadow Sneak isn't going to win my opponent the game anyway. And I get to soak the Muck, which allows a late game Tapu Bulu once Aurora Veil is gone to beat this Muck. So definitely, I think the better play. So let's see if my opponent has anything that can potentially harm me. So let's see. No Shadow Sneak coming out. Bullet Punch should just KO the Mimikyu. If it doesn't, I would be very surprised. Yeah, it does KO the Mimikyu. So Mimikyu goes down, and we do get a Soak off into the Muck, and that will get rid of its Dark and Poison typing, which means it doesn't even have stab attacks anymore, so it shouldn't even be able to knock out my Tapu Fini when it's burned. So let's see. Yeah, that did nothing. That actually did nothing. And I can just heal pulse my Metagross. I can go for a heal pulse and headbutt combination, and again Tapu Bulu just wins the game once it comes out. This Muck is taking quite a bit of recoil, about 1/8 of its health every turn, and that will be a good game. Yeah, just heal pulse and Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt should still do a chunk yet, although I don't have my stab typing, so it should probably still do about what 40-50%. So heal pulse will come out. And this should, and luckily my opponent can't poison or burn me or anything with that Muck thanks to Misty Terrain, which I do love Tapu Fini for. Ooh, we're actually almost able to pick up the knockout. So if I just, well, I could have just swaggered there, but I think heal pulse is just fine either way because I still think I win the game no matter what. Poison Jab into the Muck, but that doesn't really do anything. Even you can Poison Jab on Metagross, but yeah, but this is the reason why I like Soak. I think Soak is a very strategic move on Metagross because, one, there are so many things you can do. I will be talking about this in the team builder that I will be posting probably later, sometime next week or whenever, probably within a week. But what's cool about Soak is you can like protect your Metagross from these fire attacks. You can weaken the damage from a stab, Flare Blitz from Arcanine if you just soak the Arcanine. There's so many strategic plays you can make with Soak, and it's definitely really helpful to protect Pokemon such as my Metagross, for instance. But anyway, hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 17 Baek Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows your support, as well as you can check out the previous episodes, as well as follow me on my social medias. And while I'm home, I'm going to be trying to record some side series, so definitely be looking forward to that. Otherwise, I will catch you around in another video.